All right, let's run through a quick deal as fast as we can. Show you how easy it is to analyze a deal. So you buy a 4-unit property, $200,000. You get a loan for $75,000. So the loan is $150,000 loan. You need $50,000 down, which would be that additional 25%. You figure about 5% in closing. That's $10,000. You're into this deal $60,000. So let's just say this deal is 222 Maple Street, and it's 4 units, so 4 apartments. So let's run down. So basically, you just run down income minus expenses to do a rental property. So we'll do apartments. Each apartment is $900, and you got 4 units, so that's $3,600 in monthly income, and yearly that comes out to 43,200. And you're figuring, usually you'll figure a vacancy rate because your property is not always going to be full. So this is basically a budgeted item for when your property is vacant or one of the units it doesn't have a tenant in it. So we'll do 10%, which is common. So we'll minus off the 10% of the income. That gives you a gross income of $38,880. So that's your gross income. Now that we got the income figured out, we dig into the expenses. Sorry for my awful writing. Taxes, $5,000. Insurance, $1,000. Property management, that's usually about 10% of the income when all things are figured in. So they collected 38,000 gross income. That'd be 3,880. Maintenance, usually do an average, but for this we'll do $500 per unit. So that gives you $2,000. CapEx, which is any big unit or big item, HVAC, roof, that kind of stuff. You can do $250 a unit. So that brings you out to $1,000. For lawn and snow, just figure in $400 yearly expense. Other miscellaneous expenses, we'll figure in $200. So that could be like borough fees, any other kind of legal stuff that you might have to do, accounting, stuff like that. And then just last thing you would do is the utilities that you got to pay. So water and sewer, figure in $2,500, and then trash, we'll figure in $1,000. You leave out either electric or gas here because usually that's something that the tenants will cover. So this is just expenses that you would cover. So the expenses come to $16,988. And then, like I said, it's just income minus expenses. So you got your income of 3,880, expenses minus off your expenses of 6,988. That gives you a net operating income of 21,892. And then after that, you just got to minus off the mortgage. So if you go I did 6.5% for 30 years, you'd be looking at $11,376 in annual mortgage. That giving you a cash flow. So that's money after expenses, after mortgage, of 10,516. So you're getting $10,516 in cash flow. So if you figured you get 10,516 per year, figured you put 60,000 all into the property, that gives you a 17.5% return on your money. So that's how you quickly analyze a rental property. This looks like a good one that cash flows. There's obviously more to it, but that's how you do the numbers really quickly.